Well, this is going to be just a quick one. I realized on my last video I said uh, those who believe in demons don't ever get possessed. What I meant to say was people who don't believe in demons never get possessed. And so that's something to think about when deciding whether you want to believe in demons or not. The other thing is, my cats are nowhere to be found. I promised I would have at least the eye offender here. But they're asleep somewhere, and who knows where they've hidden. Also, clearly, I have to keep this camera moving away from that light so that the video is clearer. I have no makeup on. Sorry, I just couldn't get the gumption up to put it on today, and that's just the way I'm feeling today. I went to the doctor yesterday, and apparently my heart, slow heartbeat problem isn't much of a problem, so that's good. And she went and told me to touch my toes, and as I went down to touch my toes, which I was fine, I could touch my toes, I nearly passed out. So I've been really dizzy when doing things that mean me kind of moving my head around, and I think it's that a lot of times I wake up and the oxygen's off my nose, so and that's the time you really don't want the oxygen off your nose, is when you're sleeping. That's the big time that your body gets the least oxygen, and therefore you get the most organ damage during that time. So I'm going to start wearing these little round thingies. They go like this underneath, and then you've got this flap that you stick that in and stick it on there, and that makes sure it stays in your nose. And hopefully that'll work. I tried them last night, and they absolutely did work. So at least I woke up with the cannula in my nose, which is always a good thing. So I haven't heard from anybody about one's thoughts about ghosts, hauntings, and near-death experiences, and how those kind of have two different flavors for an afterlife. So I'm still interested in listening to your ideas about that. I also, by the way, that's a stone fireplace behind me, which we never use, which is why the thing is covered, because we never use it, except for books and things like that. So I don't know what else I was going to say. Clearly it wasn't that important, and I'll try to figure out something to talk about tomorrow. I have a lot to talk about, I really do. I just can't think of what I have to talk about. This is prime brain fry. And I used to have a really high IQ. And I remembered everything. Oh my God. I remembered every phone number I ever had living in New York City. And I left New York City at 13. I remembered every single address I'd ever lived at and the apartment number. I have a memory of before I could speak. But anyway, I'll share those with you. Well, not my addresses, because really, who cares? Who gives a damn? Anyway, and I will try to make sure the cats are available for inspection next time. And at least Belle to be available for inspection. My husband calls her our little retarded kitty, because he says her forehead makes her look retarded, although I guess that's not the PC word. Her forehead makes her look special. She's very special. Um, you know, my son used to come back from high school when he was in high school. He used to come home and he'd hug me and he'd say, "Mom, you're so special." And I would feel really great. And then he would laugh. He'd go off into his room. Later on, I realized what he was saying to me. But in any case, I'll sign off for now. And also, I need to think about maybe making a beginning part. I used to do some video editing, so I know how to do it. It's just whether I can get the energy up to do it or to care enough to do it. So anyway, okay. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.